Sorry about that, babe.
What's up, guys? It's Cody aka the Bear here with Bits and Glory, and we're back with another unboxing. This time we're going to be taking a look at Kingsfield 2, which is actually Kingsfield 3. If you watched my last unboxing for Kingsfield 1, aka 2, you'll know that a lot of the text is really freaking small. So I'm going to do my best to read what I can, but we're going to be skipping a lot, unfortunately. One of the unfortunate things with the Kingsfield series here, apparently, at least on the jewel cases, the font is a weird typeface and it's so tiny. It's really hard to read and I have good eyesight, so anyway, as you can probably imagine, trying to record this, it's also very difficult trying to read it. I would need to bring it up here out of the camera for me to read it, but anyway. We're also going to take a quick look at the Prima's unauthorized game secret guide, but first, let's take a look at this. Here we go, pretty iconic artwork here. You know, the first one was more, I guess you could say, like emblemy, right? With the swords and everything, and this is more of a battle shot here. Who is this supposed to be, by the way? Is this just a demon? Because that's not Seath, and that's not King Alfred. I don't really know. Anyway, published by ASCII Entertainment, as always. Taking a look at the back here. Let's look at the screenshots first. Sorry about the glare, but, you know, CD jewel cases, right? Looks like that's the sealed door heading to Verdite Castle, possibly? Opening cutscene. Oh no, I didn't realize that I had a crack deep into the case. It's actually not on the outside, but anyway. Got some poison mushrooms there. That looks like Verdite Castle as well. A lot of endgame stuff here on the back, by the way. Other than this, that, and that are all endgame. Anyway, bring this as close as I can. Kingsfield 2, the hour of destiny is at hand. Your kingdom is once again under attack by ruthless minions of evil. This time they possessed King Alfred himself. As the king's son, Prince Lyle, you must bring forth the tide of change that will affect the universe from now until the end of time. The fate of the world is in your hands. Re-enter the realm of Kingsfield for the most explosive debut on the PlayStation yet. ASCII Entertainment went all out to provide fully non-linear three-dimensional world that even blows away the original. So, that's funny that they say that. You love how the publishers are taking all the credit. FromSoft developed the game, okay? Anyway. The intense action and powerful storyline will keep you riveted for months, which actually, I don't know about months, but storyline is a lot better in this one. A lot more dialogue and NPC interactions. A virtual wonderland of sights and CD quality sounds with an explosion of fearsome enemies, improved magics, and higher character definition. A larger, more realistic world fully rendered in beautiful 3D polygon graphics with texture mapping and a richer, deeper, and more intricate storyline that unfolds throughout your quest. Full-color adventure guide and poster to equip you on your solitary journey. Kingsfield received our highest rating, Gold. Kingsfield 2 surpasses it. PS Extreme. How about that? Let's take a look inside the case here and you'll see we actually have a goodie, which is nice, but first let's look at the, ASCII-ware pumping their controllers, man, I tell you what. But here we go. Super duper clean. We played through on the DuckStation emulator, but I do hope to play these on real hardware someday. If I'm about to come back to streaming, by the time you see this video, I probably have come back. But if everything works out properly, perhaps we'll restream these at some point. But this comes with a... It's not even a map, it's more of an insert. And a funny story about this. I knew that I had this, but I forgot that I had it, if that makes sense. And I wanted to get one, and I ended up buying one online. And then literally as soon as it came in the mail, I realized I already had it. So I'm gonna end up framing my other one. This one's a little bit more worn, so I'm gonna keep it in here for when we actually play through once again. You get the people of Verdite. You have Leon Shore, who's making a return from Kingsfield 2. Lynn Reinhardt, who plays a pretty big part of the game. Mark Johnson, a little overrated, that little fucker. Jens Stensland, good guy, makes you Prometheus equipment in this game. Robert Shreve, interesting fellow. Ren Thomas, actually literally couldn't even tell you who that was, I don't remember. Minions of Evil here. We got the Man Trap returning. Skeletons, they're brutal in this game, by the way. Odd that they're including the Shell Dragon, who doesn't make an appearance until towards the end of the game and is a very, like, not even that big of an enemy. It's more of a roadblock enemy. Anyway, the Stools and the Hellworms, which are actually pretty cool. On the other side here, we have items, weapons, and armors that you find throughout your quest. You get the Bloodstone, the Moonstone, the Truth Glass, the Map of Verdite. All that type of stuff is pretty self-explanatory for Kingsfield at this point. Promeus, which is the stuff that you make special weapons, you give them to Jens in the Dwarven Cave, and he blacksmiths them for you. Smithy. Magician's Key. Evil Ring. There's a lot of cursed stuff in this game. I didn't use any of it. Globe Amulet. The Fairy Fossil, which is a very important quest item for the end of the game. A little bit tricky to figure out where to use it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of makes sense because you run out of options. Got some weapons here. Longsword, the Capricorn, which is pretty cool, from Commander Silviera from Pilot Style, which is the demo bridge game that came out in Japan before this came out. The Mace, the Crescent Axe makes a return. Large bow. And you have some armor down here. Great Helm, High Metal Armor, Aquarian Boots, which are a quest item. Basically, you need them in order to advance. The Raijins, which are great. As well as the Earth Shield, which recovers hit points while walking on the bare earth. Now, I feel like I ran into that during the game, and I was like, why am I recovering hit points at random intervals? Well, perhaps I solved it now. I guess if I was walking on the earth, maybe that's why. My hands are freezing, by the way. It's currently endish of, oh god, I hate doing this, of October, and I refuse to turn the heat on, because we're actually supposed to get, oh my god, I fucking hate this. There we go, can I just get it this way? Oh my god. I had so much trouble getting this out the other day when I was trying to look something up, because I don't want to, like, you guys know what the jewel cases have these little lips, and there we go. Finally, I couldn't get the bend. The bend is the tough spot. Master the game, know all the secrets, become a demigod. This is the official strategy guide, which sadly I don't have. The official guides are way more expensive and scarce, so I had to settle for the unauthorized. Here we got the repeat of the artwork, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. Honestly, this font is pretty small. You guys are probably able to read it if you're watching on like a TV or a computer monitor, but it's really difficult for me to read this through my phone. I sorta can do it, but it's, I don't know. I'm just gonna pass. So this is a letter to Lyle from Prince Alexander, who is the hero of Kingsfield 2, which again, don't get confused, it's the one before this. This is 3. But overall, nice looking here, kind of like manuscripty, you know. And much like the first Kingsfield that came out in America, you have a huge lore dump here, which, my goodness. See what I'm saying? How the hell am I supposed to read this down here through a phone screen? Goodness gracious, guys. I'm sorry, because I know this lore is pretty cool. Telling you how it all began, but what are you gonna do? Going over general stuff here, like menuing and saving, of course. Going over the HUDs. More menuing. Even more menuing for using and equipping items. Gathering information. So one of the cool things is, I don't think this was in Kingsfield 2, and I think this was the first iteration of it. When you talk to people now, your conversations store in like a dialogue repository, which is pretty sweet. Talking about looking for items, buying and selling to the various merchants throughout the game. Same. Going over the combat system as well as the status of, oh, what do we got here? Status afflictions, which are pretty rough in this game, by the way. Not gonna lie. They affect you pretty well. Oh, we have an original receipt here from 1997 from EB, Electronics Boutique in Schenectady, New York. How about that? How about that? Only $29.99. That's actually a pretty good bargain. So that was, what, 2 years after this game came out? So I guess it kind of makes sense why it would be that price. But that's cool. Cool little find. I'm going to throw that back in there. But there you got the various ailments Darkness and Cursed are really freaking annoying in this game. So you're gonna want some good equipment and lots of blood jewels or gems, whatever they're called. Going over more status menu-y type stuff. Whole lot of status. Look at that. I didn't even realize, I forgot there was an item storage. I never used that once. But here's a little breakdown about magic. The magic system in this game is different from the one previously. I don't like it as much. I covered it more in my review, so I'm not gonna like yap about it right here, but got some buffing items, and here you got the X-Selector sword, which is a pretty cool sword you get at the beginning of the game that grows while you grow. Very interesting. Of course, the items of Icarus, which serve as the warps in this game, and some more general advice. So there's a lot of text in here, guys. Like, if that's what you're into, which I am, but right now I can't read it all to you. It's good stuff. And let's finish off here with this. Not too much to look at. If you watched the unboxing for the other Kingsfield, it's basically the same thing. Almost to a T. Each area has like a map, which is awesome, and a key. These are the most important things, really. There are explanations as well for each area as far as, you know, important items that you might find there. And they go over new enemies as well. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Walks you through more or less pretty much the entire game, I think. Even like side questy stuff. Getting close to the end here, so we'll see what's at the very end. Verdite Castle is the final area of the game. Yep, and then they kind of go into more things that you could buy from this company. Prima, yeah, I think this is the... Yeah, Prima made the other one too that I had, but cool to have. It was very helpful on my playthrough. And anyways, guys, sorry that I couldn't read all that stuff, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, if you haven't checked out my playthrough already, that should be up in its entirety. I'll link that in the pinned comment description below. And the review for Kingsfield 3 will follow within the next day or so. Thanks for watching, and take care.